Greetings, users and programs. This is Etari Living Sacrifice continuing some Assassin's Creed Origins. Let's get right back into these digital files. So, Layla Hassan is responding to Deanna Geary from the last episode. That was the last thing we read in the last episode. Xmas Vacation. You sure know how to make a girl happy. Rodents and a dodgy casino. I think I'll pass. There's nothing I want more than being with my little stone cold crazy machine right now. I've just come up with an idea for the sequencer and I can't get it out of my head. So far it's only a sketch on a dirty placemat, but I have to get busy if I want to test it before I go into retirement, if that ever happens. Sorry, I'm being an ass. It's a very nice offer, D, and I appreciate your concern, but I'll be fine. Don't worry, I always am. Besides, I promised Hathaway I'd complete my operation reports. Must be 10 or 12 behind. Most of them hardly have anything besides our names and the mention done. He told me they had to be completed before the end of the year, otherwise he would file a formal complaint to operations, which could mean more coaching from the mediator, and that is just pure torture. No, I like the guy, so I'll cut him some slack and get him his report before he gets to sing Auld Lang Syne. L. From Deanna Geary to Layla. If you say so, let me know if you need any help with those reports. How about we get out of here and grab some takeout? You can show me the progress on your little project. I might have an idea for the dialysis unit. D. Layla Hassan to Deanna Geary. Where am I? March 8th, 2017. D. Change of plans. I know you're waiting in our little hotel room in downtown San Francisco right now, and you think I'm heading towards the wharf, but you're wrong. I had an idea and I'm about to board a flight for Tokyo. I'm on my way to Onagawa, Japan. Don't freak out. I know what I'm doing. Just be ready to pick up on your side in 24 hours or so. I'll need your remote assist. Cover me if dispatch calls in. Hey Layla, I got what you asked for, and I was able to get my hands on 4 of the drugs we discussed. It was easier than I thought it would be. Everybody has a price, and that includes doctors and lab assistants. I'll keep the immunosuppressant in the sealed casing for now. Unless I get a sudden taste for muscles and large shoulders, in which case your steroids are all mine. I'm jesting, of course. Are you free Friday? Let's go to the movies or binge on some police procedural TV series. Because they can't say cops. We can call out all the fake stuff they're doing. TTYLD. D. Allow me to copy-paste this glorious extract from my July 1st AMA. The internet is just like the ocean, There are some really cool fish, the reefs, the sunken U-boats, but once in a while, there are these trashed rubber duckies that cross half the globe to gather in piles of useless rubbish, and no one knows how to get rid of them ever. LH. Hey, I'm Layla Hassan, AMA. Little Beto Liz. Hi there, I was wondering what's your favorite geek sound? Like, what sound do you love falling asleep to? LH. I love the clicking of my blue mechanical keyboard switches. They have just the most satisfying clicks ever. I think I would have slept like an angel in the early 1920s bullpen. All those typewriting clicks. Scuffle Scobble. What's your favorite song and what does it remind you of? Easy. Over Time. Food by Ra Victoria. When I karaoke, it's the one song I have to sing every single time. It reminds me of the night I met them backstage at the Madison Square Garden back in 2000. I'm usually the one turning it up to 11, but that time I was so thunderstruck I could hardly move. Scuffle Scobble. Pics or it didn't happen. Pics happen, but there's no way they ever go public. So I don't know who... Let's see here. Ra Victoria is. Do you? Do you know who Ra Victoria is? I've never heard of him before. RHA Victoria. I guess it's a fake. Let's see here. Overtime Food. Okay, I don't think they're a real band. According to the internet, they did not pop up. They did not pop up in anything. So, We'll move on to the next one. I think that's the one I just read. Yep. Layla-san to Diakiri, September 29th, 3:15 a.m. These folks, they are night owls. Hey D, I wish this was an audio message so you could hear the nice roar of the portable Animus. Everything seems to be in perfect order. The software is running, my vitals are showing perfectly, and all the tests done on the DNA samples are turning up positive. I've combined some strange strands, and somehow the sequencer always returns a valid simulation to play. I haven't dared to go into any of them. Not alone, not without you. And the Animus isn't ready for a live test either. Maybe I'm just buying time. But that combined strand of both you and Milton looks tempting. All in due time. All in due time. From Deanna Geary, it's September 29th. When was the last one? September 29th. This is 3 hours later, 3.5 hours later, at 6:46 a.m. Are you flippin' insane? There's so much to yell about, I don't even know where to start. Milton's DNA? Really? Layla, how can you bring him into this? The poor guy, give him a break. I mean, you want to use Subject 17's DNA, fine, he's dead. But Milton? My Milton? You access his file to save his ass, and you think stealing his DNA profile at the same time is okay. I'll tell you once, my man is off limits. You erase the data now. Oh, and yes, there was this second thing. Do not go into your Animus. You're a whiz and a genius, and a geek and an engineer extraordinaire, but you're not insane. We don't know if it works, we don't know what it does, and we don't even know what kind of simulation it runs. Remember the story about Aileen Bach, Subject Zero? The surrogate initiative? She was exploring other people's genetic memories and ended up dead with an effin' fried brain. You're not toying with an Omega Animus, Layla. It's the real thing. And if you ever want to go in there, we'll need to take all the proper precautions. Please, Layla, I'd hate to see something happen to you. Just wait for me, okay? D. From Layla, let's see. This is October 20th, 2017. Subject Egypt, from Layla to Deanna. Hey D, can you pack the sealed container with the immunosuppressants? Just in case. I know the assignment states we're going after yet another artifact of high interest, but well, you know, what if there's something else? Can you imagine? This could be a chance to try out our version of the portable Animus in the field. I'm not talking about actually synchronizing with a simulation. Well, I might, but I'm not, really, I promise. But you never know. Maybe I'll just do a sequencing test if I find something. If. See? It's conditional. I'll repeat it one more time. If. Feel better? Time to pack. Still good for tonight? Drinks are on me. L. From Layla to Deanna, October 21st. D. Wow. Why is my head still spinning? I barely had more than a few drinks. But I just thought of something. You know how the Animus sequences DNA to run simulations based on genetic memories? What if, and this might be the fifth old-fashioned talking here, what if we could actually find a way to do the same through inorganic matter? Sure, we'd be out the codons, but we'd still have molecular structures to work with. I mean, it took years for Dr. Vidic to crack genetic memories, and once he got to them, he went nuclear on decoding them. What if he stopped too fast? What if isomers are packed with molecular memories? What if, okay, maybe molecules are too big. Maybe we need to consider that the information might be stored deep down at the subatomic level. Why would memory latch uniquely onto organic molecules? I mean, I've seen stranger things, but somehow I just can't find any plausible reason why it wouldn't. I wish my middle-of-the-night emails were more about a date I just kicked out or an obnoxious neighbor. Sorry, guess you're stuck with me. Lucky girl. So they're going to be they're talking about bringing memories from rocks, from buildings, which are made of rocks, or trees, and, well, that'd be organic matter. So, yeah, just basically anything. That's crazy to think about that. Oh, Raw Victoria, look, there's Raw Victoria, that's the band. This is her background screen. That's what this is. Okay. We're going to see some pictures. New York City, 1989. Riding my bike in Queens without my training wheels. Aww. Up to no good, 1994. Backstage at the Raw Victoria concert at Madison Square Garden 2000. Is that her in the middle, or is that her? Looks like she photoshopped herself in there. Best use of Berkeley's dorm 2004. Is that a pit stain? The Call of Adventure. See you later, Philly, 2011. My entry for the DIY pinball contest. Huh. Hey, I'm Layla. Ask me anything. So all the other pictures looked real until you get to this one. Although you look at these now, that's pretty fake too. All right, audio. Ooh, the audios. So long, suckers.
So long, and thanks for all the fish, Berkeley. March 21st, 2006.
So that's a I'm going to start it over again, but so long and thanks for all the fish. That's a Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy reference for those of you. I only stopped because it was right at the beginning.
So long, and thanks for all the fish, Berkeley. March 21st, 2006. The day Layla Hassan drops out of college. That's right, Professor Moore. I'm not finishing that Jane Eyre paper. I got a job, and I'm headed to Philly next week. This whole classroom thing, it's not for me. Mom and Dad are freaking out, but they'll accept it. I'll be working towards something real, making real money, and I'll be closer to home. Not that I'll visit any more often. Sophia promised there'd always be a place for me at Abstergo, as long as I show them what I can do with a circuit board and a pair of pliers. Sure, I'll have to work my way up to a place on her special project, but that doesn't matter. It won't be long before she or her father, Mr. Alan Ricken, notices what I'm capable of and asks for my help on the Animus.
So she's dropping out of college to go work her first job, which honestly is probably the smartest thing. Very rarely, unless, I'll tell you this from experience, I don't have a college degree and I make more money than 90% of the world, 90% of Americans at least. I don't know if let's just say 90% of Americans. Because I'm doing things that most people aren't willing to do. So, I don't want to get off on a tirade there. But anyway, going to college isn't necessarily the smartest thing to do anymore. This isn't the Industrial Revolution. You know, spending $40,000 to get into $40,000 of debt before you even get started in life. Go to a job that's willing to train you. Find a place that's willing to train you, and work your tail off. I don't care if it's McDonald's. Work your tail off to get into management. But as soon as you can, use that experience to build your own thing. Do something for yourself. And I got another channel called Play and Grow Rich that if you go to the homepage you can learn about and have a blast teaching people life lessons I've learned from video games. And yeah, I think you'll really enjoy it. All right, so Such Anui, much bored.
I swear, I get more done reading the latest copy of Wired on the toilet than the rest of the guys do all day in the lab.
Ew.
I mean,
now we all do it.
Band? Really? If people can't take a walk on their own, they aren't going to listen to a watch that tells them to do it either. This is all so pointless. I should just go back to...
Is she recording while she's on the toilet?
That's probably what the body band would tell me to do. What I should do is build something that will simultaneously blow people's minds and the doors off the Animus Project. Nothing at Abstergo Fitness is going to be big enough for that. I'm bored as hell. But there's nothing like boredom to stimulate creativity. Yep. I think the body band needs a little adjustment to its language processing program.
Oh, she's so smart. I am so smart. SMRT.
The right decision always feels like home. My stuff's the same. My locker smells the same. It's like I never left. But I did. And I can never unlearn what I know now. How will it change my work at the Historical Research Division? Hard to say. All I know is that it will. Our doc booked us a lunch. Nothing fancy. She wanted me to meet Deanna Geary, my new medical officer. She looks like she was born in the middle of a cornfield, but She seems okay. I can't believe she left homemade cookies on my desk. I don't know why I told her about getting stood up last weekend. I never talk about personal stuff at work. At least it seems like I can trust her. You need that to stay alive in the field. Too bad most of Abstergo's tactical units don't consider trust a priority. Aho, the portable Animus. No mention in the official credits, but all those emails, all those middle-of-the-night phone calls from Madrid, there's a lot of me in there. Sophia, if I'd known you just wanted to strip mine my brain and leave me in the dark, I never would have followed you. Go away! There's no candy here! Nothing in life is ever free. Ever. The Animus. I can tell. I know it wouldn't have worked without my advice. Just look how they did the heat sink, the VRMs, the high amperage rating by transistor. It was me who told them it would offset failure of the... What's this? Hello there, DNA reader module. Are you ringing my doorbell? Maybe there's some candy here after all.
I don't get it. She's upset at who? She's upset at? See, this was
the right decision always
2014, 2006, 2006. Alright, I don't get what she was talking about. She's mad at somebody for taking her ideas. Sophia or Deanna? I can't tell.
I've come to the conclusion that Sophia is shit at hiring staff. The entire Madrid facility. Ugh. How do they not see it? It would be so easy. You just have to parse the genetic memory input and work from smaller data pools. You could even process incomplete samples and still create a reliable model for high levels of synchronization. The reader module and the decryption software would need an update, but it's doable. Madrid's probably congratulating themselves just for getting this far. Meanwhile, I'm partying with some congealed veggie curry, 3 plasma screens, a disassembled Animus, and Raw Victoria's debut album on loop. Sahetic. Dee will be mad when she sees how I use Milton's DNA, but what did she expect when she asked me for help? I needed someone's genetic profile to test the Animus, and, well, his was right there. All in the name of science.
I don't remember really who Milton is. Milton Jones. He's an employee of Abstergo Industries and a descendant of the pirate-turned-assassin Adewale. Let's see here. Okay, so it's Adewale's great-grandson from the pirate game. A girl named Deanna.
I like morning briefings. They're short, minimal nonsense, and they have free coffee. No downtime this week. They're putting me and Dee on a plane to Alexandria 2 days from now. I don't get why Hathaway's in such a rush. We're being deployed to extract an artifact. If it were a person of interest, the push would make more sense. A person could be halfway across the world in a couple of hours. But an artifact that's been sitting around for 2,000 years, it's not going anywhere. An artifact of high interest. Heard that before. It always ends up being some crappy pottery shard or half an old book. My Animus runs on DNA, not tableware. It'll be strange visiting Egypt for the first time since 2013. Back then I went looking for my roots, and found trouble instead. It's good that Dee's coming. She always keeps me from doing anything too stupid.
Egypt is a place I have always wanted to go to. And it's challenging right now because there's so much going on in the world. Like, it's not a safe place to go for Americans to go, I don't think. We tried to take a trip there not too long ago, and they said, really wouldn't recommend it right now. Because there was a civil war not too long ago, from what I remember. Alright, so found the mother lode.
Turns out the artifact of high interest is also a person of interest. A mummy. And a golden opportunity. I've informed Dee of some changes I'm making to our assignment parameters. She acted mad, but I know she's eager to see my Animus field tested. Abstergo won't mind. Well, they would if they found out, but they won't. Hathaway's intel was a disaster. They have no idea what's going on with this extraction. Field tech is fun and all, but that's not why I left Berkeley. If the Animus lets me ride DNA this old, If the reader can model the missing codons and extrapolate the genetic memories that aren't mine, Sophia would lose her Abstergo. Abstergo will come to me on their hands and knees. My name will be right up there with Warren Vidick's. Ana Metakida Minda. Too bad the Madrid facility got blown up. But I bet they'll build a new one soon. This one will be in Philly, and its lead engineer will be Layla Hassan.
So she just left it on. Okay. Alright, we found all those. Yeah, because if she can extrapolate DNA from mummies, that means she could extrapolate the DNA from all the pharaohs that they found over there. Holy crap, that would be crazy. And that would mean she could even go into their ancestral DNA and go back and see, like, she could find Adam and Eve, whoever the game is saying Adam and Eve would be. That would be crazy cool. That would be a bad to the bone Assassin's Creed if they actually went back to the very, very, very beginning of Adam and Eve getting the apple and escaping from the first civilization that they showed in, like, the third one, I think. Maybe the fourth one. WER. What does that stand for? Mind blown. Sticky post. If Layla, then Hassan is now moderating the WER Mind Blown channel. Got a story that sounds like fiction, but that's actually science. Post it. There are minds to be blown and brains to be fed. Play nice or I'll get you banned, for starters. Another fake so-called Vanyik manuscript popped up at auction last week in Athens, Greece. It's the third time in the past 10 years. Funny how this manuscript keeps appearing in history books only to be stolen shortly after. And for what? Flower sketches and esoteric formulas. Rumor has it even Abstergo has a major interest in the item, but you didn't hear that from me. See, this one's February 2017, so last year, February 28th. Crystal balls do exist. They're just shaped like computers. Clio Dynamics is right off from Asimov's psychohistory. Forward-thinking scientists are using historical data from the past to build mathematical models that help them predict the future. So far, they're pretty accurate. Wait, let's read that one more time. Forward-thinking scientists are using historical data from the past to build mathematical models that help them predict the future. So far, they're pretty accurate. Problem is, the future ain't pretty. Would you trust your rig to tell you what's coming? Is tomorrow really only a string of numbers? Susie Patootie challenges the users of WER Mind Blown to a contest for the best do-it-yourself pinball machine ever built. Entries must be submitted before January, February, March, April, May, June 18th, 2017, with a link showing the machine in action. If there aren't any sound or lighting effects, don't even bother submitting. Maker's gonna make, get tinkered. ##. Hi, I'm Layla Hassan, and I'll be hosting an AMA on July 7th, 2017. So AMA about WE Mind Blown, life hacks, keyboard pimping, cutting-edge technologies, ZX, classic rock, and my travels. Be warned, though, I won't be answering anything pertaining to Abstergo Industries. I enjoy using the word no, so make an effort and ask something that won't bore me. Ground-penetrating radars are used to explore what might be hidden under ancient monuments. Cavities were detected under the Sphinx's paws some 20 years ago. Most are natural caves, but some have yet to be investigated. Could one of them be the mythical Hall of Records, a lost library, much like the Lost Library of Alexandria? The idea is not new. Gladstone Kitteridge, Esquire, went on famous digs trying to uncover the lost knowledge in the 19th century. Alright, do we have... What's this? Oh, let's find out what's in the trash can. Email from Sophia Ricken to Layla Hassan. Status deleted. Layla, there are no nice way to put this, so I'll be honest. We met years ago. I remember seeing you the first time crossing McLaughlin Hall at Berkeley and thinking just how you would thrive in Abstergo's Young Innovators program. And then I watched you make the jump into the great unknown. But the fact is, even after all the insight you've given us, I'm still not sure I can place my trust in you to be part of the Animus project here in Madrid. How many sanctions were added to your operation file after I asked you to respect the boundaries of your assignments? Too many, Layla. Too many. You have a brilliant mind, but you're also unpredictable. I cannot afford to have a loose cannon in the lab putting the team's progress at risk. It's hard enough to handle the subjects as it is. I wish you would put your spirit to greater use. That I could give you a task and know deep down that the next morning I would find you ironing out the details, and not in the lounge rearranging a highly classified piece of code on an unsecured laptop. Work hard, Layla, and forget about one day moving to the Animus Project. Focus on the challenges of Historical Research Division. They are tailored for you. Perhaps one day, if you change your ways, I'll reach out again, just as I did in Berkeley. But until then, I ask you to respect my decision and stop contacting me. Draft not sent from Layla Hassan to Ashraf and Zainab Hassan. Hey, Mom. Hey, Dad. It's been a while. I hope you're okay. Hope you're doing okay. And my overprotective brothers too. My next assignment has taken me to Egypt. I'm leaving tomorrow. And well, it made me think of you. Of course, I'm not supposed to disclose any of my mission details, but you know how bad I am with rules. Going back to Egypt, I don't know. It feels right. I wanted you to know. I'm not sure it'll make you happy, but everything's fallen into place, it seems. You never forgave me for dropping out of Berkeley, but in the end, I got a place at Abstergo. I got to make a name for myself. And now it's leading me back to the country of our ancestors, on official business no less, and not on some backpacking pipe dream. Those were your exact words, Dad. So yeah, I thought maybe you'd like to know that. I could fly back in for a visit when I come back. We could invite Rami and Kaden, and talk like adults. Well, maybe not Kaden. I'm still not sure he knows how to adult. And I could tell you about my trip, and something else I've been working on. Not sure you'd approve, but I think I'm on the brink of something big. And if I can just show you, you'll understand why I left Berkeley like I did. Being stubborn is the best thing you could wish on a daughter, Dad. I promise. Yeah, I killed the family phone 20 years ago. But because of it, and because of all the other appliances I might have sacrificed along the way, I can build a mean machine today. Oh, so that was the picture of her taking apart the telephone. Draft, not set. Rami. Long story short, from Layla Hassan to Rami Hassan. October 23rd, 2017. Long story short, I'm standing in the middle of Alexandria's very busy Sioux district, Egypt, not Virginia, Rami. And I have no time for email etiquette. I just need you to send me this picture of Mom, the one we took in Florida while we were visiting all the parks. I think I just found the perfect headscarf to replace the one she lost while we were on the trip years ago. Oh, and don't tell them where I am. It's a surprise. Let me see who this is again. Oh, I can't tell who. I'm assuming that's Deanna, the one that she's been working with. So, alright, so let's back out.
1 bar. No, half a bar.
On her phone.
Damn it, my papers went everywhere.
Whoops, anything important?
Yeah, the notes on the Animus.
Well, pick them up. Don't just complain about it. What am I stuck on?
Generator's holding up. Good job, Layla.
Can I climb up there? Can I not climb yet? I don't get it. Why won't she climb?
Generator's holding up.
Good
job, Layla.
Oh, that's what it wanted me to do. Oh, come on, really? There's a way over there. Do I have to wait till later in the game, though? Or can I do it now? So she's doing this little weird thing. Can I jump? I can jump. So weird. No! If you can jump down, you can jump up. What the heck? That's annoying. If only I knew for sure whether I was supposed to get it now or not. I hate those things where, well, you can get it later. You just can't get it now. It's fine. You'll come back to it later. And you have to look it up. I hate having to look things up during story adventure games. We'll try one more time here in a second.
My notes on the gene sequencing code.
Are you ever gonna tell Milton that you tested it with his DNA?
No, and neither are you. There's more than one way to donate your body to science.
Class C code, hopefully. Bringing together strands of DNA. Well, why would you just put papers out in the middle of a big old desert, expecting not to have... Alright, so
Shouldn't get too far from the cave.
it's as far as it'll let me go.
Shouldn't get too far from the cave.
Gotcha, Layla. Layla! Got me on my knees, Layla. Can I go up that mountain? Or is that the far of this?
Shouldn't get too far from the
It's
cave.
as far as it'll let me go. Maybe she'll get his powers, his ability to see things, after she's been in the Animus for a certain amount of time. Oh, come on. Don't you do it. There you go.
Abstergo's blueprint for the portable Animus. Still a piece of shit.
What the
You
portable
sure love polishing it, though.
what the portable Animus blueprints should look like. So yeah, I could get it. It was just an annoying...
Here's the blueprint for my dialysis system mod.
Could have used a bigger fluid chamber.
Could have used a bigger piece of tape over your mouth.
Whoa, so aggro.
So aggro. Alright, so are those things that are to be seen in the computer? In-flight entertainment, the question mark, Egyptian mystery secret science investigations. Investigation, hidden chambers in pyramids, were they built by aliens? Light on the myths and the proofs. Traces of ancient technologies, connections with gods or aliens.
Dee never puts in enough snacks.
I've already been down here. Pretty sure I have. Yep.
Come forth by day, and I will guide you home.
Who are you talking to?
By ex-mummy.
Real chatterbox, that one.
Let's see if that thing I picked up couple things I picked up. Alright, that's why we couldn't look at these. Unit connect diagram. That's a very simple blueprint. What the portable Animus blueprint should look like. Cerebral transmitter, high density foam. Classic code, hopefully bringing together strands of DNA. What's the point of it? You don't even see anything. What's the point of that? Alright, so I think we finished everything up. It's about time to get back into the Animus. And I think this is a fantastic place to pause it, y'all. As always, give it a big thumbs up and subscribe. And we will see y'all in the next one. And remember to keep moving forward!